Hello, it is quarantine day 35 here in North Carolina. I hope that you and your family, friends, colleagues are all well. This is going to be my last vlog. I started this at the end of March when Mecklenburg County went under shelter at home, and then North Carolina followed. So initially I was going to do this until the middle of April, and then when North Carolina extended to the 29th of April, I said I would continue until this date. And now North Carolina is going until 8 May, but I'm not going to continue. So why did I start this daily vlog 35 days ago? I work with their leadership, and when this started to happen, I know personally there was this feeling of unease and things being a bit out of control. We teach leadership at their leadership, and I thought in this moment, I need to lead. I need to lead myself. I need to help people lead their families, lead themselves, and lead their colleagues. And so during this journey, I truly have been my authentic self. I've showed up every morning without makeup. I've done this always just about first thing in the morning after I have my first 2 cups of coffee. And I've shared a lot with you, so let me just review a little bit about what we have done. I talked about spiritual wellness, values, physical fitness, asked about what you are reading, humor, calm in the chaos, note writing, working out with your kids, joy, how to do an after action review or a hot wash, recognizing people, traditions, how are you communicating with your team, empathy, storytelling, talked about how important sleep is, work-life rhythm. I even danced for you, asked if you're a good member of your community, talked about where the Be the Standard came from, talked about the importance of giving if you're able, humility, asked what you're watching, talked about values. I even took you in to the nursery that I have set up for our grandchild that is due next month. Talked about precise communication, some random thoughts, what it means to serve selflessly, who makes you a better leader, and recently asked you what you've done for these last 35 days. What new habits have you developed? And as you can see at times, this has been very, very personal for me, bringing you into my home, and I brought you into virtually every room in my home. So what have I learned? I did not know what a vlog was. I just thought it was a blog, so I learned that. This has not been easy for me. I've had to think a lot every day about what I'm going to speak about. Each morning it took much more time than I thought it would. I'd be riding the Peloton and think about what I'm going to talk about. I'd wake up at night thinking about ideas. This has been good for me. It has given me a sense of purpose each morning as I woke up. And there are some people that I need to thank that helped make this possible. I want to thank the executive director of their leadership, Dr. Karen Kula-McClone, for saying yes when I approached her about this idea. I also want to thank Caroline Stottle. Caroline is a young member of the Thayer leadership team. I think we need to surround ourselves with people of different ages. Caroline is a wonderful young professional, and she would each day post my vlog. She always looked at it, and she would always say something very kind about my vlog. I also want to thank my brother, Kevin Keenan. Kevin is my communications advisor. Some product placement here. Kevin Keenan Communications Group. Kevin is always tells me what I need to hear, especially with regard to the way in which I communicate. want to thank my husband, Joe, who did serve as my videographer a couple times. And I want to thank each of you for watching this. I know some watched it once. Some have watched it each time. And also want to thank my niece, Mimi, a young professional who sent me a text and said, oh my gosh, Aunt Maureen, I just binge watched your vlog. So good for you. Also want to thank, I have a lot of new LinkedIn connections as a result of this. Every day there were more and more, so thank you for that. Also want to thank friends who have reached out that I haven't heard from in a while. I heard from a woman, Lieutenant Colonel, who was a cadet when I was at West Point on the faculty, and it was fabulous to hear from her. So I do think I will post one more vlog after the baby is born, just to update you on this. I do want to remind you a little selfless, or not selfless, shameless promotion of my book, Developing Your Philosophy of Living and Leading One Moment at a Time. If you want to write a leadership philosophy, there's a workbook section at the back of the book. You can select your values and it takes you through that process. So, last vlog, a little bit longer than most of them. And if you ever need a keynote speaker, I'm your girl. Stay well, and remember, be the standard.